Hey, my friends, it's your friend Kevin here with today's Divine Daily Blast and the Tarot reading for the week ahead. And it's going to be quite a doozy, so stay tuned, pay attention. It's going to be a quick one today because I've got to scuttle off to the salon to paint the bathroom. More on that later. Anyway, let's get to today's Divine Daily Blast, shall we? Here we go. I haven't done any isms today because I just haven't. But as I'm pulling the Angel Activation card and the Ascended Master card before I did the tarot spread. Then I did the tarot spread. Then I pulled the moon cycle for this coming week, and now I know why these two are here. So it's all interconnected. All interconnected. In other words, I feel like I'm connected to the other side and have been all my life. And I want to share all that with you because this is the great feeling of knowing that our intuition is spot on, right on the money. And if we just journey along with it and trust everything that we're getting, things will work out. Let's get on to this. So, I think today we'll start off with where the moon is. And I use Yasmin Boland, wonderful Australian astrologer, to give me the references for moon cycles and what that all means, because I'm not an astrologer. Sunday, 24th of May, the moon has moved into Virgo. So if you've been feeling unsure about a situation, reflect and meditate under the thoughtful Virgo moon. A spiritual practice like meditation, prayer, going out in nature will bring you more clarity than trying to think things through logically. Try to get over the overthinking, more the inner knowledge. Message from Archangel Raziel, which backs this up. As the scribe of mystical secrets, I can help you fully understand at a soul level the cosmic principles necessary to manifest a magical life. Here's your affirmation. I am a co-creator with the universe. My awareness of divine knowledge is constantly expanding. That's important. We are constantly expanding. We are constantly growing. No matter whether you feel like you're too old for this or not old enough yet, you are on the road and you're on the travel. As long as your mind, your body, your spirit, your health, your vitality, your divine, whatever you want to call it, pathway, purpose, even if you're digging into how you had a magical part of your life doing whatever magical things you were doing, there's still a lot out there for you to do. Today is an angel numerology number 3 day. And the number 3 really talks about gentle guidance from your ascended ones, bringing you messages from the other side, my friends. Loved ones that have passed away, iconic masters that have passed away that want to help you. They're reminding all of us that everything's fine, it's okay to have fun. The 3 energy is about being artistic, creative, inspiring, imaginative, and really playful. Work with the 3 of Cups, the Hermit, or even the Moon card if you've got tarot decks. Bring in Archangel Azrael, Gabriel, Raziel, Jophiel, Zadkiel. All of these archangels are like your angelic board of directors helping you. And you have the right to call upon them. We've been taught for decades that the only people able to talk to archangels and angels are those who are ordained ministers. Listen, I got the greatest respect for those who've gone to theologian college because they simply really have studied what our forefathers, what our angels, our priests, what Jesus, what God teaches. They've studied it and they've chosen the life of purpose. That is admirable. That's inspiring. But that also means that you and I and all of us can speak to them as well to get our own information. And we know ourselves better than most other people know us. We have Archangel Jophiel. She's the angel activator this week, and her activation message is My thoughts are seeds that blossom. What are you thinking? What kind of thoughts are you thinking? Are you thinking things are going to be all right? I'm on a good path. I'm working through it. Or are you thinking we're doom and gloom and the world's coming to an end? You've got to weed out what doesn't work. Weed out the thoughts that don't work. Joan of Arc, she's telling us to be sacred activists, telling us not to be afraid. Stand up for your beliefs. Stand in your power. And you don't necessarily have to be combative, although the way the stars are lining up this week, the planets are lining up this week, it's going to be pretty energetic. I bring this from Hay House. It's a daily diary that helps me feel good. It helps me land some positive messages for people. So today's message, take the time during the day to meditate, daydream, and quiet the mind. I feel newly energized after these periods of restfulness. That's exactly what we have to do. Energize ourselves after this period of restfulness, after a good night's sleep. Now, my friends, today's tarot card, and there will be more, is the Four of Swords. Now we see here our subject levitating, almost resting. And we have the magical unicorn on hind legs. And then we have these wonderful swords serving as the head and the feet of the person. And then this lovely, glorious stained glass window with angel wings. It is time to take a rest today after mental anguish, whatever you want. It's about recuperation, a necessary pause. And when this card pops up as it has, it's a clear sign to step back from stress, withdraw from noise, and focus on healing before moving ahead. Let's see what the fairies have to say. Fairies, fairies near and far, come all and come as you are. Bring us a blessing that carry us through the day. Thank you, 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 thank you. One more, and I'm going to take it from the top. This is the top card. There we go. Success. Don't we all want that? This card, I love it, because this card always reminds me of the Fairy Queen Dorothy, without the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the Cowardly Lion. And here she goes. She's got a yellow brick road, and she's ready to go off to Grandma's house. Just don't bite the apple, darling. It's poisoned. Not that she's got poisoned up, but basically what she's doing is she's in her garden and she's pulled up all her fruits, and she's just basically saying, listen, doesn't matter what you do, think successful thoughts, pick from an abundant tree. There'll always be more blossoms next year, more fruits will grow where that came from. What else can I tell you about the success, the Fairy Queen of Success? Let's see. These come from, who do these come from? Karen Kay. I love her. She's all about fairies. She told a story one time about how she would put rose water behind a little shed in a grandma's garden, and then she'd come back out later on and the rose water would be gone. Okay, so the Fairy Queen basically says, welcome success into your life. Simply trying to do something is success regardless of what the outcome is. So this Fairy Queen holds a golden key to the fairy door, and this Fairy Queen wishes you infinite success in your life, including the endeavours you're currently focusing on. She asks you to contemplate how you define success, reminding all of us that it isn't measured by how much you love in terms of material wealth, but in how you feel about yourself. It's all about achievements, the achievements that make you feel good, achievements that boost your self-esteem. So smile today, smile from the inside out, and do all of that. And with the fairy magic, I will be right back with our tarot reading for the week ahead. And just like that, voila, we have our tarot reading for the week ahead. Now this is for the week of May 24th through May 30th. And for those who want to know, it's week number 22 of the year. So the skies and the planets for the first part of the week are really quite quiet. Not a whole lot going on. Then there's a gradual intensity that builds up towards the end of the week, right around Thursday, as we move into the blue moon in Sagittarius. So if you've been struggling with forgiving someone or letting something go, or you've been hanging on an issue, this will be the time to slay those emotional mental dragons and put them all to rest. Mop up the spilled milk before it goes sour, my friends. All right, moving on. I'm going to do the daily blast like I usually do every single day, bringing you the daily number and all what that means. But on Sunday, today, we already talked about this card and the fact that we have an angel numerology number 3-day gentle guidance from the Ascended Masters, being reflective, collaborative with other people. It's also Moon in Virgo, talking about if you're not sure how to handle something, meditate under the thoughtful moon. Practical practices bring more clarity. It dissipates the logical overthinking. We just got through saying that. Now let's move into, we did talk about the Four of Swords being taking rest and respite. Let's move on into Monday. So on Monday, it's a number 22 Angel Numerology Day, which is a master builder, bringing in divine inspiration and celestial magic for manifesting all of your dreams. 22 does reduce to a 4, which is an angel number, but I like to use it as an angel amplifier, this number 22 number. Now here we have the Nine of Wands. This represents resilience, endurance, and being battle tested. It typically signifies that you're nearing the end of any kind of struggle, any kind of issue you've got going on. It's coming to an end. You might feel exhausted, you might feel depleted, you even might go into a feeling of being defensive. The card is urging us to stand our ground and keep pushing forward. Now the moon on Monday has moved into Libra and it's triggering the lunar nodes. There's a feeling that things are meant to be the way they're meant to be today. And it's kind of like, things are the way they are, accept it, move on. But you're also going to come up on some grumpy people. So watch out for that. That's on Monday. Moving on into Tuesday. Angel numerology number 5. Adventures, changes, being prepared for the journey ahead. But here we have the Six of Wands. Six of fire if you are using a new deck. And the Six of Wands on Tuesday is victory, public recognition, earned success. It's a signifier that all your hard work is paying off and you're stepping into a winning phase. It encourages us to confidently claim the spotlight. Now, if this were upside down, or if you're looking for the backward reading, it sort of works, it can work against you in so much as, where's your ego? We're looking at it upright, so we don't have to worry about it. But if it were reversed, you'd be digging into imposter syndrome, you'd be digging into who do I think I am, that negative self-talk. So if that's going on, watch out for that. The moon on Tuesday is in Libra still. Watch out for those who have their knickers in a twist, because they're looking to create problems. They're looking to have a fight. The Libra moon will help you stay cool, calm, and collected. I don't know what you do with people when they come at you with all their nonsense. Just understand it has nothing to do with you. Don't take it personally. If you do, they're going to be going for you because that's what they want. Let's move on to Wednesday. Enough about that. Wednesday, we got this Hanged Man, which is, I like this image of this Hanged Man. This comes from Ciro Marchetti's Mystic Palette Tarot. Now, he's an Italian man whose mother moved to London. She was in an abusive relationship and she took him out of it. And he just became this fabulous digital artist and studied the occult and tarot and all that kind of stuff. Lovely, lovely person. Ended up moving to South Florida. Hello, that sounds familiar to me. Enough about me. Moving on. We have a number 6 angel numerology. Angel numerology day. So look at things from a new position. Review your plans, what you've got going on. Pay attention to your details of those plans. Now, this Hanged Man is a powerful major arcana, and it represents surrender, new perspective, and taking intentional pauses to see things from a different perspective. Rather than a literal punishment, if you will, this figure dangling upside down from a tree with the birds just chirping, wondering what in the world's going on, is willingly sacrificing temporary control or temporary comfort to gain wisdom, clarity, and enlightenment. When we look at things from a new angle, we get a new energy to it. So this is what's going on Wednesday. Now, the moon is traveling through Libra still on Wednesday, and over the next few days we'll be heading into an awkward Venus-Saturn alignment. So this card is preparing you for that. And some people will certainly be acting out and showing their, what's off. But keep yourself centered, calm, and balanced, and use the Libra moon to help you get there. Moving on to Thursday, here we've got our Queen of, looks like the Queen of Swords, but we're actually talking about the Six of Swords. Our majestic Marie Antoinette woman riding in a gondola, and it looks like she's just come through troubled waters, and she's got her favorite cats with a cat, and she's got an owl, the wisdom owl, right here. She's got a crow holding the chandelier. It's like she got herself all going on. It's a number 7 angel numerology day, so it's focusing on the magical number and the power of choosing what you want, making the right choices, in other words. The Six of Swords is an ultimate tarot card of transition, healing, moving on, and she's sailing across the water. She's left the past behind, packed up her troubles and said, I'm on my way. Enough already. Any turbulent, stressful situation is moving her through the calm waters. She's going to a more peaceful mental space because, swords is what we think, what's going on. It's all about our intuition. Knowing that the worst is behind us on Thursday. Now, a little bit of a heads up. The moon on Thursday moves into Scorpio and it's squaring up with Pluto. So it's time to let your feelings out. If you feel like having a good cry, do it. If you feel like laughing until you pee yourself, do that too. Acknowledge how you feel is important, providing you don't let your ego take over and create more chaos. Scorpio energy can be volcanic and intense. So don't lose your temper on Thursday. Moving on to Friday, we have the Star card. And it's an angel numerology 8. All about success and abundance. The Star card is a deeply positive symbol of hope, renewal, spiritual healing, and it comes up after the turbulent, destructive energy of the Tower card in the tarot deck. Major Arcana. It acts as a guiding light, reminding us to have faith and trust our authentic self. She's transmuting the water. She's allowing these lotus blossoms to float on it. And she's just in that inner contemplation. She's got the stars all lining up. Everything's going to work out because we're looking at things at a new perspective. Now on Friday, the moon travels through Scorpio, so it keeps going. And a warm, cozy Venus is clashing up with icy Saturn. So there's some intense energy going on. And just think of them as emotional storm clouds moving on through. They'll pass by eventually. The way to combat stuff on Friday is to treat yourself with love and kindness. Indulge in some sumptuous, something sumptuous like ice cream or whatever it is you want. Just be indulgent. Maybe you want to hold hands with somebody who might need it. This is going to raise your vibration, raise their vibration, and lift your vibration up above any fracas that's going on with this clashing Venus-Saturn energy. Saturday, the end of the week, we got the Hermit card, but it's also an angel numerology 9, end of a cycle, humanitarian work, help and healing. The Hermit is another powerful major arcana card, representing introspective, solitude, inner wisdom. It's a little bit like the love child of the Empress and the Hierophant. The Empress being more intuitive, more emotional, and the Hierophant being more public, more outward, more masculine. And the Hermit might be somebody who's introspective, is also a great, great mentor card. Inner wisdom gets sparked up by the Hermit and urges us all to step back and just take a reflection, meditate, find the answers within yourself rather than seeking external validation. But I also want to say, Saturday is the eve of the blue full moon in Sagittarius, and I'll talk about that more next week. That brings a happy shift in energy on Saturday with this moon cycle, because the moon has moved into Sagittarius and it's Sagittarians enjoy the transformative changes that Scorpio brings, because it comes after Scorpio. It takes the edge of intensity off by bringing some fun and some truth to it. Sagittarians and Sagittarius is known as a cheerful sign. Make a conscious decision to shake off negativity from the past few days and bring everything back into alignment. What we think about, what we focus on, is really what we manifest. I think as we go through our daily lives, we're going to bump up against things that don't work quite right with us. I like to listen to iconic people that have walked through the rubble and come out the other side. Even that friends, even people that I know and I love from 40 something years ago. And what I find lovely and interesting about it is they are always reminded of the things that we did together, with a smile on their face, with love in their heart. That is what we should be reminiscing about. And Cher was talking about how when she comes up against a challenge, she sees herself like one of those Dodge bumper cars. She hits the wall, she backs up and goes in a whole nother direction. And I think sometimes that's what we need to do. We need to turn off or recognize what isn't working mentally, emotionally, the drudgery. Like this morning, I opened up something from our well, it's not local. This power company has a big chunk of this region. I mean, I'm talking numerous states. Then they're asking the state, our state that we live in, they're basically petitioning the state for an increase. 14%, I read. Now, I'm like, oh my gracious Lord, how is this possible? And then I go back to what I said yesterday. Don't worry, we're all expanding. The money's coming. There's another trickle of it. The challenge we have is that when someone else makes a decision about prices going up, think about the gasoline prices, no matter where you live in the world, if you are driving a fossil fuel powered vehicle, it's going up. Well, hello, that applies to diesel. So your transportation going up. But everything goes up. Elevators go up. When have you known a time where, whoa, prices are coming down? Probably when there's been a struggle, but it's only temporary. Anyway, the point I'm making with that is, instead of looking like doom and gloom and we're all heading for the poorhouse, oh, you look at it the other way. This must mean I'm heading for a raise. This must mean the universe is going to start blessing with more success. This must mean my fortune's about to come in, because this is telling me their fortunes are coming in because they're asking for it. Then that must mean my fortunes are coming in. Do you see what I'm saying? We just shouldn't just assume that we're going to be living in the poorhouse. We need to start thinking, feeling, and assuming that we'll be okay, because we always are. Everything always works out in the end. depending on how you look at it. All right, that's it. Your week ahead, the Daily Blast. I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.